Imagine being born into poverty, working as a barber and wig maker, and dying one of the wealthiest industrialists of your time, without a title, inheritance, or powerful family name. That was Richard Arkwright. And his story is not just a chapter from the past. It is a masterclass in vision, grit, and building from nothing. Richard Arkwright was born in 1732 in Preston, England. His family was poor. Formal education? Out of reach. So he taught himself to read, write, and hustle. By his 30s, he was running a barbershop, shaving faces by day, crafting wigs by night. But his real work? It happened after hours, when he chased something far greater than daily wages. Arkwright saw a shift coming. Cotton textiles were booming, but production was painfully slow, done by hand, inconsistent, and unable to meet growing demand. Where others saw frustration, Arkwright saw opportunity. And that became his obsession. He teamed up with craftsmen and inventors, and together, they created something revolutionary. The water frame, a machine that could spin cotton continuously, with precision and power. It didn't just speed up production. It changed the game. But invention wasn't enough. Arkwright had to protect his idea, secure patents, and go head-to-head with rivals and entire communities who feared machines would take their jobs. He faced lawsuits, sabotage, and backlash. But he never backed down. In 1771, he opened his first water-powered mill in Cromford. It wasn't just a factory, it was the beginning of the Industrial Revolution. Organized shifts, worker housing, centralized production, Arkwright was quietly rewriting how the world worked. And here's the key. He stopped selling machines to others. Instead, he used them to build his own empire. By owning the entire supply chain, from raw cotton to finished fabric, Arkwright wasn't just making products. He was making wealth. That was his turning point. And that's what makes him one of history's richest self-made. What can we learn from Richard Arkwright today? It's not about being born into wealth. It's about spotting a problem, studying it deeply, and refusing to ignore the solution just because it's hard. Arkwright wasn't a genius at birth. He became one through obsession, risk, and relentless execution. If you're an employee today, dreaming of financial freedom, here's the lesson. You don't need to invent a spinning frame. But you do need to start spinning your own ideas into action. Whether it's a side hustle, a digital product, or a skill that solves real problems, don't wait for permission. Arkwright built factories from the same two hands he once used to cut hair. His secret? He saw inefficiencies not as obstacles, but as invitations. You can do the same. This is the first episode of History's Richest Self-Made. Each week, we will uncover a forgotten entrepreneur who built legacy from the ground up, and we will show you how their principles still apply today. Because financial freedom doesn't start with more hours. It starts with a new way of thinking. Subscribe now and join the journey. Your future is waiting. Let's build it, one story at a time.